Hello and welcome to Brandguff 7 Questions to a Marketer. This is a series where we bring seasoned experts from the field of marketing, advertising, and brand building. And today we are joined by Mr. Hasib Hasan Chowdhury. He is the founder of SEEB'S Solutions, strategic creative leader from Bangladesh. Actually, he's here visiting Kathmandu for Marketing Vision 2026, organized by Nepalese Marketing Association. So today we explore with him through 7 questions every marketer should be, thinking about in the age of AI particularly. So, Mr. Chaudhary, welcome to Brandguff.
Thank you so much.
And it's a pleasure to have you here. So, with your permission, I'd like to start with a very simple question for our audience. Uh, how to create a great prompt, especially in the domain of television commercial and advertising, and what structure would you suggest for creating a better prompt like you showed in your presentation earlier?
The first things first, when you are prompting, define who you are. Because ChatGPT or any GPT will answer you based on that thing. So the first one is define your role. Are you a creative director? Are you a filmmaker? Are you a marketing enthusiast? So whatever your role is, you first define that role. That please answer me like a creative director. Then try to explain as much as the brand you like. For example, what is the brand? What is the category? And then put an emotional aspect on it. Define the target audience, define some habits of target audience, and all things in your mind. Then specifically, you put your output thingy, like what do you want? You want a brand tagline, you want a marketing communication. So these are the structures you need to define. First, define the role, then objective, then you define the target audience and their human behavior, and then the output mode. So those are the things in your prompts that should be like a thumb rule. So if you maintain those things, it will give you a greater answer.
What are the AI tools you suggest that marketing strategists or startup entrepreneurs should know about, and what are the free tools? People who love freebies, right? And what are
Exactly.
the free tools, and what are the tools you suggest for beginners to that are worth subscribing?
First of all, you need to take one GPT. That is a must. You use ChatGPT or use Gemini or Grok. Any GPT will go with the flow. So for me, I work with ChatGPT. Though I use a pro version, but a good normal version would do as good as a pro version because pro versions are more like research or taking pictures. So first of all, use a GPT. I would recommend ChatGPT. Then for your research purpose, you can use Notebook LM. That's a wonderful thing to do result in a data-driven place. And for like taking pictures or making pictures, you use a tool like Nano Banana. You will get Nano Banana free in Flow AI. But for video making, it is expensive. So I would recommend for video making Kling and VEO3. Take a small subscription, try it. And if you want to explore, I would name an interesting site that is called Hicksfield. In Hicksfield, you get all the tools of making photos and making videos. Explore those tools. If you like any of the tools, then subscribe. But just beginning exploring those things. And for music creation, you can use Suno. Taking voiceovers or voice characters exchange, you can use 11 Labs. So these are the basic tools I would recommend to a marketeer or advertising person to learn more.
Back in Bangladesh, you must have been associated with a lot of brands, integrating AI for them. And would you like to share a specific case study where AI has been used for marketing strategy or anything else, and how it has, created success for brands, and anything we should know from the case studies here in Nepal?
See, I would state a funny story. When I started my journey in SEEB Solutions, the first video I created is a podcast between Rabindranath Tagore, the famous Nobelist, and Albert Einstein. So I made a video of podcast, and they're saying that AI will be like not a good thing. AI will change everything. And there's a guy called Hasib who is actually creating this mess.
Wow.
So I make a video out of it in Bangla, like a podcast, full on AI, and that went viral. Our target was how good a AI can be to show that. So we took interesting approach, we made a viral video, And those video got like 2-3 million views, and that thing helped our SEEB solution to reach more people, to reach more brands. And they call us and say, hey, how can you do that? Please do something for our brand. So we just needed that opportunity. When someone said do something for our brand, then we just delivered them a sample video next day, because that we can do. And while they are seeing that fast and effective service, it actually like they're interested. In AI, you have to make people interested. If you can make them interested, they will try it.
AI has been a bulging issue right now, and one growing concern that one of the delegate also raised here in your panel about the ownership and copyright issue. That's a frightening thing, also. I think I don't know how you say it, but how should marketers, agencies, and content creators cope up this issue of copyright and ownership?
First of all, that if you think like social media, like Facebook or Instagram, you are uploading your data every day to them.
True.
And you don't know what happened over there because it's public. So when you're putting a picture over there, the picture is on the internet. So people can use your picture and do many things. So I believe AI is like that. AI will not manipulate you. AI will take your informations from other social medias, handles like Reddit or Facebook or Instagram, wherever it was. They will search you, they will find you. So it's easier to find, but actually it's you who are giving the informations. When you opening your mobile and talking something, the next day you see those ads are popping on your Facebook, right? So you are using a mobile phone that is actually a bug. Everyone is listening to it. Every social media experts panels are listening to it. When I come to Nepal, the first thing comes to my phone is you can take that food in that restaurant, you can go and like that. So this is AI. AI is actually controlling you or giving you the informations from way behind. So right now, you are actually, what can I say, like a cobwebbed by AI, cobwebbed by the AI culture. When you type on Google, you write 2 words and suddenly lots of suggestions appears. That's also AI. So when I say that the security issues, I think it's already been breached. So you don't have to worry about that.
So, okay, moving on. So, from a brand perspective, do you think excessive reliance on AI would impact consumer trust and, in the long run?
See, absolutely it will create impact. First of all, as a human nature, as human beings, we are used to the laziness. Like we love laziness. If our work is done by our maid, we don't want to go and mop the floor. AI is kind of like your maid. AI is kind of like your assistant who assists you. Like, but if you make him do all the work and you don't use your brain, that part is dangerous. So if you rely on something like that, okay, I don't have to do that because I'll ask ChatGPT and he will give me answers. I give you one example. Like when I take a class in a marketing site and I let them to prepare all the presentations, what I see is 90% of the people ask ChatGPT, got the first answer and they presented it. But then they don't know there are a lot of GPTs that can click the plagiarism. So a couple of guys tweaked it, couple of guys put their own thinkings over there, and I see it's completely okay. Take the beginning help from AI. Take the initial help from AI. But then you guide AI to reach the goal. Don't settle for it. If you don't know how to cook and always depend on your maid to cook, then yes, you're screwed when the maid is not home. You cannot cook. So that's the thing. AI will make you lazy. If you are lazy, then it's the end for you.
For a young marketer watching this interview, what do you suggest? What mindset they should have to adapt doing things on AI in the days to come? What are the basically mindset they need to possess?
I would like to answer that question with a metaphor that before mobile phone came, we all rely on our regular telephones. When social media came on the laptops, we rely on those. But when social media and telephone both comes in your hand, you get addicted to it, you adopted it. Right now, you can't live with your mobile phone. Right now, you can't live it. Like, every time you search for it, because this is the one is controlling you. The next thing is AI.
If we look at the bigger picture, so do you believe AI will ultimately make marketing more human and personalized, or more automated, or algorithm driven?
That's the scariest part. The more AI will learn, it will be more like a human. More AI will learn from different humans, different human behaviors, the more he will adapt. The problem is, to a human, it takes a lot of time to learn, not for AI. AI can learn thousands of datas in just 1 second. So if we learn AI and spend a day, AI will be 2 years ahead on single day. So yes, in future AI will be more human. In future you will not be able to differ, is it human or is it AI? So that's the part you need to be ready, and you need to be prepared for that, that okay, my brain is not dead. I am not entirely using on real AI, because yes, AI will be one of the key factors in the upcoming years.
With rise of AI generated visuals, sounds, everything that are on the internet right now, how can audience develop the awareness to distinguish between real content and AI generated content? Because in today's time there are lots of deepfake things happening, and how do we think we can make people aware in terms of maybe policies, or in terms of awareness, what we can do in market like ours?
First of all, the policies need to be set that right now using your photo, manipulating it and doing something funny is entirely legal. Like you do that,
That is
there is
that
no
is the
policies
biggest
left.
risk right now.
First things first, you need to get that on the law. That if someone uses your face through AI and changes that, it has to be a punishable offense. For example, right now I use a face of Shah Rukh Khan in a ad for myself. Maybe right now Shah Rukh Khan will sue me. But yes, this should be the thing. And there are a lot of sites you can recheck it's AI generated or not. People need to be aware. Like if you are, and what I always say that don't share on your socials what you are not believing on it. If you are sure this is real, then you share. Because without sharing, it won't be spread. So AI things always spread because lack of information, and AI always give you something that you want to believe. That is the most interesting thing. He will always prepare the thing that you want to believe. If you believe that thing, then is there comes a problem. So yes, you have to be like conscious, and the consciousness have to be grow on your own. That whenever you watching something, you ask yourself, is this really true? If you have a doubt, go to some sites and check, is it AI generated or not? Like for example, recently Meta has done one thing. Whenever Meta finds some images created by AI or some videos created by AI, they put a tag, AI created video. This is done by AI. So yes, Meta is being responsible. Maybe others will get too, but it's not about Meta or something like else. It's about you. If you are aware, then be sure and then post it on the socials. Because without posting on the socials, it won't spread.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you so much for sharing powerful insights, practical insights with our audience. Hope our audience loved it. And hope you had a great time here in Nepal.
Absolutely. I love Nepal. I love coming to Nepal, the hospitality and the weather and the mountains. I love every part of it. I would always look forward to come to any project here. I offer my expertise to you guys, and if you learn from me, it will be a great pleasure for me that I'm able to teach you something. So thank you so much for having me.